Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Suciati. I'm from English Education Department. Okay, today I'm going to present my research proposal. The title of my research proposal is EFL Students' Perception of Translation Project-Based Task. Okay, for the introduction, I have 5 points. The first point is background of the study. Project-based learning (PBL) is a learning model that triggers students to be involved in learning and also able to work together toward a common goal. Goldman 2010. In the studies related to PBL on EFL students, it has been conducted that this approach has contribute positively to students' academic achievement. Putri 2017. Okay, the second point is scope of the study. This research will be conducted at one of Islamic higher education in South Sulawesi at 5 semester in English Education Department by involving 13 students who agreed to be involved in this study. And the third is research question. How do EFL students perceive their translation project-based tasks? And for the fourth point, that is, this present study is aiming to discover the EFL students' perception of translation project-based tasks. And the fifth or the last point is significance of the study. This study, the results of this studies can be used as a reference for all who want to carry out research in analyzing students' perception of project-based tasks in translation class. And then, for the literature review, I have 3 points. The first point is project-based learning in EFL context. Studies on PBL have been carried out on the global scale and has been widely adopted to teach different subjects in school and education 2019. And the second point is project-based learning in EFL translation classroom. PBL in the translation class is perhaps considered to most develop language skills such as vocabulary, grammar, writing, and reading. Ross 2000. And the last is students' perception on the implementation of PBL. Students' perception about the implementation of PBL were also investigated. A study by Hallinger and Enlu 2011 found that students and business teachers in Thailand have positive perceptions about PBL because it increases learning engagement. And the next is methodology. I have 6 points. First is research design. I use qualitative research. And then setting and context. At one of Islamic higher education in South Sulawesi in the 5th semester of English Education Department Academic 2017. And then participant. I will use 13 students from class B. And then for the instrumentation, I use stimulated recall technique. It aims to recall students' memories that they had while performing a task. And then data collection. For the data collection, I use to collect the data. The researcher will use the Zoom platform as the media in stimulated recall. And then for the data analysis. In analysis the data, researcher use several steps such as collected, analysis, and interpreted. In particular, the data from the stimulated recall interview were analyzed by first transcribing the recorded data and then grouping them based on the determined research question. After that, researcher will code the results of the stimulated recall interview and of students to collect the data. And the last is appendixes. For the appendixes, question stimulated recall. I will use 5 question. The first question is bagaimana reaksi awal Anda ketika mengerjakan tugas untuk membuat buku cerita dalam proyek translation? Question kedua yaitu media apa saja yang Anda gunakan ketika mengerjakan tugas proyek tersebut? Question ketiga yaitu apakah Anda mendapat kesulitan dalam menyelesaikan tugas proyek di kelas translation? Jelaskan. Question keempat yaitu menurut Anda, apakah proyek translation ini meningkatkan kemampuan Anda dalam belajar bahasa Inggris? Jelaskan. Dan question kelima atau yang terakhir yaitu ketika menyelesaikan proyek, menurut Anda apa kelebihan dan kekurangan dari proyek translation yang telah Anda buat? Okay, I think enough for my presentation today. Thank you for your nice attention and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.